Hello fellow traders, Paul Lummel, Big Kahuna Trading Club, and get another good stock right here. This is a really good momentum stock. Cycle wise, it's lining up to PPP zones, about everything is going for it, including just very high momentum on this right hand side of the cup, which generally ends up resolving itself pretty good, potentially for a couple 100% ahead, and it's a high vector stock, so looking pretty good. I'll break down the cycles here in a minute. But first, before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Really helps us reach more traders like you and keeps you updated on our latest trading tips. Also, we're looking for talent, maybe someone who's not locked into their own way of trading and is open to exploring a new outside-the-box form of cycle-based trading, which we use to swing trade equities and day trade indexes, SPY, QQQ, and futures. If you have any interest in that, DM me through our social media or email me at paul@bigkahnatradingclub.com and I'll give you more information. Okay, we're still maintaining an A+ market rating. Futures look pretty bad overnight and during the day today, but Dow Jones 30 finished kind of wicky, doji right there at the 10 of May. So looking pretty good. If you want to learn more about how we come to the market rating, go to bigkahnatradingclub.club/market-rating. Let's go ahead and break down open. Okay, so this breakout had a very good left-hand side of the cup, 3 BMI, vector 1 on it, and pulled back into the cup. Had some very extended cycles, but that's probably a byproduct of this big downtrend off the original IPO back in 2020 to 2021. It was basically about a 96% loss during that time. So it had to get to the point where it could print a, let's see what that high is there. Almost about a 1 year high almost, before it had the strength to follow through on the pullback. So you can see once it printed it, took a couple years to get back over there. Let's see the bottom from there, about 1.9 years before it totally bottomed out. All it did was came back to retest that original pre-breakout of that 3 BMI right below the $1 psychological price point. Dipped down all the way down to 50 cents or so. But that spike coming off the bottom was really strong. 8 BMI, vector of 1. And the pullback inside of the base, you can see right here, held that $2 psychological price point. Now it's got a $3 PPP test. And you can see the daily bar, it's got a doji spinning top. And this one looks like it may fall through pretty quickly as it confirms that $3 support. And again, strong BMI and that initial breakout, the TSS set, and huge BMI over the left hand side of the cup. And a lot of times you can extrapolate the BMI off the U pivot. Here's the U pivot back here, and so 550 or so times 3, 15, 1650 plus 550, around 22, 23 bucks. If it hit that, that would be 700% from the breakout here. It certainly has that capability, having done 8 BMI here in pretty much a month. So this one definitely is fast, and more than likely, if this produces a pretty big gain, we're talking probably 4 to 6 months. Let's look at the vector over here. This was about 5 months on that run up there. So even though the high vector on a TSS set, really think this is probably going to be 4 to 6 months plus on the breakout of the right hand side of the cup. But looks really good. Just very strong momentum. When we get back, I'll break down some price targets based on cycles. If you're unfamiliar with any of the trading terms I'm using, you can find our club lingo at bigkahnatradingclub.club/lingo. Okay, looking at some price targets based on cycles. We got a TD-6 cycle off the low. It's kind of a condensed bottom there. We typically have a TM-2 or a TM-3 cycle, but because this has been such a fast mover, the cycles resolve quicker off of the lows. So the target on the North Channel violation would be about 100% if it hit it. TD-6 NCV is a little bit over $7. And if it hit the $11 mark at the TD-6X, that would be about 300% plus gain on it. And if it hit the TD-6 2X channel, that would be about a 400% gain. Very good likelihood of, probably at least the minimum of $10 psychological price point before an extended consolidation. But really, really good BMI on the left-hand side of this. Coming out of the right-hand side of the cup, oftentimes it's even faster than that on the left-hand side. Kind of a slingshot effect. But right now it looks really good on a pullback. Just seems like this is going to hold that $3 psychological price point. But if you want to be sure, you can just scale into it based on a 5, 10, 25 bar highs. So if you get a few more days of chop and you get a breakout of a 5-day high, that'd be 1/3. Breakout of a 10-day high and a 25-day high, it might be the same day. If it's over here, and let's say we got about 25 bars, 25 bars in here, you might be putting part 2 and part 3 in right above that pivot high off the TD6. But this one really looks good. It's just very strong. Stock rating on it is about, I think it's about 87, just because of the excessive volatility in the lower price range. But this thing can move. Would not be surprised to see several 100% gain on the stock. It's also optionable. Keep that in mind, and go from there. So again, it's OPEN, Opendoor Technologies, Inc. If you're interested in our trading style and want to join the club or get one-on-one coaching, head over to cycletradingtrading.com. Hope you enjoyed the video.